Well, what are you waiting for? You crone?
Now that you've arrived, not a thing. Let us begin.
We are well met, be it. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I should have warned you. My acolytes are rather formidable. I gifted them with a fraction of my own power to help level the playing field. Quite the operatic performance. Though that is the thing with these grand tragedies. In the end, all the hero die. Struggle with such passion, all in defense of the ones you love. An honorable quality, one which I had not anticipated given the reputation which precedes you. Still, a bit too little, too late. And you, husband of my sister, I would like to make suffer.
Enough!
My Freya, so-called family simply using you for your power.
You're the one who used me. No more.
So be it!
Stay from my daughter!
Don't you know I'm too powerful to kill? We all have weaknesses. You came here, and in doing so, you lost the one thing that you could have used against me. The weapon you created. Rendered. Useless. No! Give me the child, and you all may live. Deny me. You've had a taste of my power. I can't imagine you hunger for more.
Where's Dahlia now?
She could be anywhere.
No doubt she wants us to take some time to wallow in our defeat.
Defeat? I disagree.
She wanted us to reveal our sole weapon. And like fools, we did.
Patience, like this farce of a reunion, is at an end.
Agreed. What exactly are we doing?
The ashes of Dahlia's Viking oppressors.
Due to your worthless strategy. Is in your nature, boy.
I wasn't born like this. Her, you fight for. Lovely Freya, the daughter you barely know. And even then, you despised me, didn't you? I want to know why.
I don't know. I just did.
Are those your final words?
Freya, I'm so sorry. I love you.
Viking ash is indeed rare, but all you really need is a burning Viking corpse.
When Klaus Mikaelson died saving Hope, everyone thought the story ended with his ashes. But here's the thing about sacrifices. They don't just stop when the hero's gone. They ripple. They twist. They change everything, even for a family of ancient vampires who thought they'd seen it all. Klaus's death didn't just save Hope. It broke the Mikaelsons' cycle of chaos, forced them to stop running, and finally made them live up to that always and forever vow they'd been reciting for 1,000 years. Let's talk about those unseen ripples, how the guy who once burned villages for fun ended up being the one who fixed his family, even after he was gone. First off, let's start with the big shift. The Mikaelsons stopped fighting each other and started fighting for something. Before Klaus died, they were a mess. Elijah was the overbearing protector, Rebekah was running from commitment, Cole was acting out to get attention, and Klaus was lashing out because he was scared. But when Klaus took the hollow into himself and died, it was like a switch flipped. All that anger, all that jealousy, all that fear. Suddenly, it didn't matter because Klaus had given up everything to make sure they had a future that centered on hope. You remember in the weeks after his death, Rebekah didn't pack her bags and run to Paris like she usually would. She stayed in New Orleans, helped Haley fix up the plantation house, and even sat down with the witches to learn how to protect Hope's magic. Elijah didn't lecture everyone about responsibility, he just listened. Cole didn't prank the vampires or mess with dark magic. He helped Hope practice controlling her wolf side. For the first time ever, Always and Forever wasn't just a threat or a promise. It was a plan. And that plan was honor Klaus by keeping Hope safe. Now, let's dive into each sibling because Klaus's ripple hit them all differently. Let's start with Rebekah. For centuries, she'd been the wild child of the family, falling in love too fast, running from danger too soon, scared that staying in one place would mean getting hurt. But Klaus's sacrifice? It made her stop running. Remember when she had the chance to take the cure, become human, marry Marcel, live a normal life? She said no, not because she didn't want it, but because she thought Klaus died for Hope. I can't leave her now. She became Hope's cool aunt, the one who took her shopping in Paris, who taught her how to wear a dress and fight a vampire at the same time, who never let her forget that Klaus loved her more than anything. And when Hope struggled in legacies, when she thought she was a monster, when she wanted to give up, Rebekah showed up. She didn't lecture. She just said, your dad was a monster too, but he chose to be better for you. So can you. That's the Rebekah Klaus's sacrifice made, no longer the girl running from her family, but the woman standing for it. Then there's Elijah. He'd spent his whole life being Klaus's shadow, cleaning up his messes, protecting him from himself, even lying for him. But Klaus's death made Elijah question everything. For the first time, he wasn't just Klaus's brother. He was just Elijah. And when the hollow came back, because of course it did, he made a choice that would have been unthinkable before. He erased his own memories, not to protect himself, but to protect Hope. Because he knew the hollow fed on family bonds. And if he didn't remember loving Hope, he couldn't be used against her. When he got his memories back later, he didn't go back to being the strict protector. He softened. He told Hope stories about Klaus, funny ones, not just he burned a village ones. He even admitted to her that he'd been wrong about Klaus, that he'd never seen how much Klaus loved her until it was too late. And when Elijah finally died saving Hope again, because that's what Mikaelsons do, his last words were about Klaus, tell Hope her father would be proud. That's the Elijah Klaus's sacrifice made no longer just the guy fixing messes, but the guy honoring the brother he'd spent centuries misunderstanding. And Cole? Oh, Cole. He'd spent 1,000 years being the problem child, acting out, messing with dark magic, resenting Elijah for favoring Klaus, resenting Klaus for being the chosen one. But Klaus's death hit him harder than anyone, because Cole finally realized Klaus wasn't just his brother. He was the only one who'd ever really gotten him. The only one who'd ever laughed at his pranks, who'd ever joined him in stealing a crown or blowing up a castle. So Cole stopped acting out. He started using his knowledge of dark magic for good, helping Hope break curses, teaching her how to outsmart witches, even teaming up with Alaric of all people, to protect the Salvatore school in legacies. Remember when Hope was possessed by Malivore? Cal didn't run. He stayed. He used a spell he'd learned from a 17th century witch, one he'd originally planned to use